I am Rohan Sharma, your mentor in this program. Today we discuss lecture number 10, Equity and Preference Shares. So we discuss equity shares in detail. Equity shares are known as ordinary shares. They are in the form of fractional or part ownership in a company. A company will issue so many shares to the shareholders in which each shareholder is become the part owner in the company. The holder of equity shares are member of the company and they have enjoyed the voting rights. Equity shares are the vital source of raising long-term capital. Equity shares represent the ownership of the company, and capital raised by the issue of the shares is known as ownership capital, or someone is called as owner's fund. Equity capital is a foundation for the creation of any company. Equity shareholders are paid on the basis of earnings of the company if they do not get a fixed dividends or income. Now all dividends and fixed income will be depending upon the earning of the company. If the company will performing well, the profits are high, then you can get a higher dividends or capital appreciation. The equity shareholders are also called as residual owners. They receive what is left after all other claims on the company's income and assets has been settled. Through the voting rights, these shareholders have a right to participate in the management of the company. There are several advantages of equity shares. Equity share is the foundation of the capital of a company. Equity share also provide a credit worthiness to the company. Investors are willing to take bigger risk for higher returns. There is no burden on the company as the payment of dividends or interest or something else. Company is free to work. There is no fixed foundations on the company to repay or giving the profit sharings to the shareholders. Equity issues raise funds without creating any charge on the asset of the company, and voting rights of the equity shareholders make them a democratic control over the management of the company. There are some disadvantages of the equity shares are also available. Investors who are conservative in nature or those investors want steady income, they do not prefer equity shares. The cost of the equity share is very high as rather than the cost of the raising other sources from there. There's a lot of formalities are done by the company to raise the equity shares. The issue of the additional equity shares dilute the voting powers and earning of the existing equity shares holders. If a company raise another equity shareholders, then the existing shareholders' interest will be compromised. Many formalities and the procedures delays are involved. They are time-consuming process while you raising the fund from equity shares. Now we discuss the preference shares in detail. Preference shares are the shares which promise the holder a fixed dividend whose payment take priority over the ordinary shareholders. Capital raised by the preference shares is called as preference share capital. The preference shareholders have a superior positions over equity shareholders. They receive first fixed rate of dividend out of the profit of the company before any dividend is declared to equity shareholders. And another thing, they receive the capital after the claims of the company creditors has been settled at the time of liquidation. So at the time of liquidations, the preference shareholders have preference over equity shareholders. So once the company will be get liquidated, the creditors have the first position to settle the claims, then the preference shareholders, and finally if anything will be left, that is available for equity shareholders. We are categorized the type of preferential shares into three. The first is cumulative and non-cumulative preference shares. The another one is participating and non-participating preferential shares. And the third is convertible or non-convertible preference shares. We have to discuss all three categories in detail. First, we discuss cumulative and non-cumulative preference shares in detail. The preference shares have right to collect unpaid dividends in the future years. In this case, the same amount is not paid during a year and they are called as cumulative preference shares. If the company is unable to pay the dividends, that dividend will be accumulated and that will be given you at the future date. Non-cumulative preference shares, the dividend is not accumulated and it is not paid in a particular year. That means that there is no accumulation of dividend on a particular year. The dividend will be paid on a year-to-year basis. There is no accumulation in the dividends. Now we discuss participating and non-participating preference shares. Preference shares which have a right to participate in the extra surplus of the company, which after dividend as a certain percentage rate has been paid on equity shares, are called as participating preference shares. Those preference shareholders don't want a fixed dividend but require a participation in profits, they all become a participating preference shares. Non-participating preference shares do not enjoy such rights of participation in the profits of the company. Now we discuss convertible and non-convertible preference shares. Preference shares that are converted into equity share after a specified period of time are known as convertible preference shares. Non-convertible preference shares are such that cannot be converted into equity shares. Interval says 6 months or 1 year, there is no option to convert your preference share into equity shares. There are so many benefits of preference shares, we have to discuss in detail. It does not affect the control of equity shareholders over the management, as preferential shareholders doesn't have any voting right. Preferential shareholders receive a fixed rate of dividend. Preferential shareholders have a reasonable steady income and a safety of the investment also. Preferential shareholder is suitable for those investors, those who want a fixed rate of returns with low risk. Preferential shareholders have a preferential right of payments over equity shareholders. Preferential shareholders does not create any sort of charge against the asset of a company. There are some limitations of preferential shareholders. The rate of dividend of preferential shareholders are lesser than the interest of the debentures. Dividend on these shares is to be paid when the company earns a profit. If a company not earns the profit, then the preferential shareholders not getting anything. Preference shares are not preferred by those investors who are willing to take risk or interested in high returns. Preferential share capital dilutes the claim of equity shareholders over asset of the company. The dividend is not deductible from profits as an expense. There is no tax saving as in the case of interest on loan. So preferential shareholders returns are not tax saved, they are taxed as per the income tax slabs. Now we discuss the basic difference between equity shares and preference shares. Equity share is the foundation capital of the company, whereas the preferential shares are the shares which promise the holder to have some preference over equity shareholders of the company. That means preferential shareholders are not the real owners of the company. Equity shareholders does not have mandatory right to receive the dividend. whereas preferential shares based on their time of non-cumulative or cumulative are entitled for the dividends. The rate of dividend of the equity shareholders is fluctuating, that will be wholly depending upon the earning capacity of the company, whereas the preferential shareholders rate of dividend of preference shares is fixed. Equity shareholders have voting rights and they enjoy the voting rights and have control over the management of the companies, whereas the preferential shareholders do not have any voting right, they don't participate in the management of the company. Equity shares never mandatorily to be repaid back to the investors. Once the company raise the long-term capital from equity shareholders, there is no liability on the company to repay it back, whereas the preferential shares are compulsory repayable to their investors. Equity shares never mandatorily to be repaid back to the investors, whereas the preference shares are compulsory repayable to their investors. At the time of liquidation, equity shareholders will have only residual rights over the asset of the company. They have to first settle the creditors, then preferential shareholders, then if anything will be left, they are the real owners of the company. Whereas the preferential shareholders will have the first right after the repayment of all employee payments, statutory payments, all kind of secured and unsecured creditors, then preferential shareholders have a preference over equity shareholders. Equity shareholders cannot be converted into preferential shares, whereas the preferential shares can get converted into equity shares. Equity shares are tradable in the markets through stock exchanges, whereas the preferential shares are not tradable in the markets. Equity shares are the prime responsible for the management of the company, whereas the preferential shares do not have a participation rights or voting rights in the management of the company. Equity shareholders are entitled for the corporate action like bonus, stock splits and many more, whereas the preferential shareholders are not entitled for the bonus rights against their existing holdings. I hope so you enjoyed that lecture, and we are going to get conclusion over three major points. The first important point is, if you want a high risk and high returns, you have to prefer for equity. If you want low risk and a steady or fixed income, then you can look for preferential shares. The second thing is, the equity shareholders have a voting rights and have a residue rights over the company, whereas the preferential shareholders have no residual rights and voting rights in the company. The third important thing is, the equity has the real ownership in the company. They can enjoy the capital appreciation, they also enjoy the profits of the company, whereas the preferential shareholders will only get the fixed dividends whenever the company make the profits.